Welcome to the Life Groups and Life Missions Leadership Podcast. We're honored that you chose to spend just a couple minutes of your week with us. We hope that today's content will bring value to you as a leader and as a follower of Christ.
Yeah, guys, we had an amazing opportunity just recently to hear an incredible message from Christine Kane about shame and purpose. And it really, really spoke to my heart. Just the amount of intentionality and purpose in our lives, that God causes everything to happen for a purpose and for a reason.
Right, and we hear so many times, and actually my life group was talking about this just the other day, because we're going through stories, so we're sharing our stories and the good, the bad, the ugly, and we often get this mentality that, well, God causes us to go through this so he can bring about this. And that's not necessarily true. A lot of times what he does is, we live in a broken world, right? Yep. And crap happens.
It does.
Right? And it's you guys have experienced, I've experienced it. But the thing is our God is so good that he will use that and he will bring restoration to the brokenness. He will bring healing when we're hurting. He'll bring the good out of the bad if we allow him to. And he uses all of that to bring about his intended purpose in our lives. And you guys might be wondering why we're here at these baseball or softball fields. Well, these fields that you see behind us have a very specific purpose. They've got bases. They don't have a basketball goal. They've got grass, not ice. They've got dirt and a pitching mound, but there's no place to kick a field goal because it's very intentionally used for one specific thing. And we all have a purpose that God has intended for our lives.
Yep. I'm reminded as we're talking about this of a great conversation I just had with somebody about purpose. It's one of our life group leaders. And in that conversation, God really spoke to me, and I realized that no matter how ugly or how bad a situation is, God has the power to make it and turn it into something beautiful. It's whether or not we have the ability to see that. And sometimes it can be tough. I recognize there are seasons in life that are really difficult, and we don't always see how God is going to use it. But when you think about some of the things that have happened in your life, years ago where you were, there's somebody else that's now going through that you are further along in your journey with Christ, that you can come back and meet that person and walk alongside them and help them discover their purpose. And I'm reminded of Acts 8:28, which says, in the Amplified Version says, "And we know with great confidence that God, who is deeply concerned about us, causes all things to work together as a plan for good for those who love God and to those who are called according to his plan and his purpose." Guys, every single one of us has a purpose God intends to do and stands ready to do amazing things. It's up to us to answer and to find that purpose.
And it's not that any one of our purposes is better than the other. When God talks about our spiritual gifts, specifically in Romans, he talks about hands and feet and how the body works together. Just like this field has a specific purpose, and I named off some other things for other sports, it doesn't mean that those other things, that the ice skating rink or that basketball court is bad. Right. It's just for a different purpose. Yeah. And we want to recognize what our purpose is so that we have the ability to live out God's plan and his purposes in our lives to bring him the most glory with what we get to live out.
Yeah, and we have an amazing opportunity for you or someone in your life group to start the journey to discover what your purpose is. It's through the Kazone Experience. It's coming up on Saturday, November 3rd. It's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Guys, if you know someone who hasn't been through this, they want to and need to go through this, because we all have a purpose, no matter who we are, whether we've been following Christ for a day or for 20 years. We all have a purpose, and this event will help people discover what that purpose is.
This is a great opportunity for you and your life group to go through it together. Don't miss this opportunity to really be able to dive into your purpose. And maybe you've been through Kazone before and you're like, oh, I've been there, done that. Well, here's the thing that we know is last year's challenges are this year's lessons.
Yep.
So what we can do is God is always shaping our purpose. If you're not dead, God's not done. So what we want to make sure is that we have the ability to be able to help you guys even refine that even more. I've been through Kazone about 4 times now, and I'm going to be breaking out my stuff again when we go through this again, just to be able to refine that even a little bit more. And I challenge you guys to be able to do the same thing. But until then, we look forward to seeing you guys in the lobby or wherever we can at the church. We hope to be able to shake your hand and just hear how your life is going. We love you guys. We look forward to seeing you all. Remember, whoever finds God finds life.